Good morning. Welcome to Fatima's World. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. Most importantly, thank you for talking back at me. Have you all been? It's the month of June. Usually they say the month of June is the month of ease. And so I decree ease into every home, into the nation, and the world at large. Today, I will be talking about dealing with jealousy in marriage. A lot of people have called me severally. Fatima, you need to talk about a jealous partner. Talk about, how to deal with jealous partners in marriage. So, for me, I want to define jealousy as a normal emotion. It's very normal. In fact, everyone experiences jealousy at some point in their lives. There's nobody who doesn't experience it. But problems can arise when jealousy moves from a healthy emotion to an unhealthy and irrational one. Irrational and excessive jealousy can eventually destroy your marriage. Most times it does, not can, will eventually. Yeah. Here's a look at jealousy, and steps that you can take to overcome jealousy, the emotion in your marriage. A little jealousy can be reassuring, if my husband is on the phone for a while and I say jealousy in a relationship, may even be programmed into us. Some of us are so programmed to who is he talking to, where is he going to, how is he doing it. However, a lot of jealousy is overwhelming, very overwhelming, most times scary, especially because it can lead to dangerous behaviors like stalking, digital dating, violence, and physical abuse. I've seen, situations where a woman knows how to, tap into her husband's phone. She knows how to stalk him. She pays people to stalk him around. When a marriage gets to that level, it's not worth it anymore. Sincerely, trust is vital. There's no reason to believe that jealousy will improve without being addressed. If you have a jealous partner who you find out behaves irrationally sometimes, please quickly address it. It doesn't die. It doesn't wane off. It doesn't improve. Over time, it degenerates. Jealousy is not an emotion that can be banished. You cannot. That's just wishful thinking. It goes right to the core of the self. And it has deep roots. Very deep roots. Jealousy can also motivate couples to appreciate one another. And it can make you have a conscious effort to make sure that your partner feels valued. Jealousy also heightens emotions. Making love feel stronger and more passionate. In small, manageable doses, jealousy can be a positive force in a marriage. And that's the truth. Your wife dresses up and you think, this woman is looking smashing. Where's she going? And when she gets to wherever she's going, you start to do video calls. You're jealous, you're monitoring her. But it helps to build the roots of marriages. When a healthy relationship experiences jealousy, it comes from a place of protection. Most times when I check up on my husband, it's not because I do not trust him. It's not because I believe he's cheating or something. For me, it's just because I just want to protect him. I want to be sure that he's fine. One person sees a potential threat to the marriage and expresses concern of jealousy. Together, the couple discusses the issue rationally. And then, they come to an agreement together. They come to an agreement on it, on how to move forward. They are both committed to the relationship. And so there's no issue of insecurity about who feels, any of these individuals will not be feeling insecure because we talk about it. Sometimes when I feel that my husband, is doing some things out of proportion, I call him and I say, babe, I think you're talking to this person too much, especially when it's the opposite sex, and you're giving them very wrong impressions. Sometimes you mean no harm, but you've got to draw the line. When jealousy is intense and irrational, the story is very different. Eventually, jealous people feel so overwhelmed by their emotions leads to insecurity. They'll begin to exert control over their partners. They may even resort to financial abuse, verbal bullying sometimes, and violence in order to maintain and control and alleviate or mask their feelings. Sometimes when you find a domineering partner, it's because the partner is insecure. Unhealthy jealousy is rooted more in fear of abandonment, fear of being left alone, and a worry about not being truly loved. Unhealthy jealousy is characterized by, being paranoid about what your partner is doing or how he feels towards you. You're paranoid. You're thinking for him. You're imagining things. You're demanding on account of, where your partner has been, what he's been doing, and all of that. You're displaying unusual insecurity and fear. Excessively, you question him. You question his behavior. You question his motives. You stalk him. You have people to keep, poking their nose in his business just to confirm his whereabouts. You go into his phone. You read his text messages. You browsing through his emails. You're listening to his voicemails. You expect to discover infidelity or a lie. Causes of jealousy. When faced with a situation that might provoke jealousy, someone who struggles with, this sort of emotion may respond with fear, anger, emotion. May respond with fear, anger, grief, worry, sadness, doubt, pain, self-pity, and humiliation. You find them sitting down unnecessarily and pitying themselves. After all we've been through, there's really nothing happening. They're imagining it. They also may generally feel suspicious because they are threatened. And then they may struggle with a sense of failure. Usually, jealousy can happen for many reasons, including being insecure, like I've said, having a poor self-image, fearing abandonment, like I've said, or maybe suffering from a betrayal, feeling intense possessiveness, or desire for control. You just want to be excessively possessive. It won't work. It doesn't usually work. Reliving a hurtful experience of abandonment in the past makes you want to be on your toes. It's like when an elephant comes into a China workshop, you're careful. You're walking on eggshells. About losing someone or something important. This leads to consequences. It is not uncommon for couples, to misinterpret jealousy for love. Jealousy most times, when it becomes excessive, it's not love. When jealousy becomes unhealthy, it can destroy the relationship. It does most times. And then they will create toxic marriages, toxic friendships. For this reason, if you're experiencing overwhelming jealousy that is interfering with the health of your marriage, it is important to find a therapist or counselor to help you to understand why the jealousy exists. I can also attest to the fact that one of the best ways to guard against jealousy is to create an atmosphere of trust. This process begins with both partners being trustworthy. That way, every other thing becomes inconsequential, like a background noise. You know what the Yorubas will say? Ma worry waja, be focused. Let trust be the core basis of your relationship. Thank you for staying with me on Fatima's World this morning. Like I said, the month of June, month of ease, but coronavirus is still very much around. Do not forget the normal. Mask up, wash your hands, social distancing. And so we pray that this scourge, God will take it away from our nation and the world at large. Thank you. Talk back at me. Let me get a feedback. I want to read from you. Thank you so very much. Have a splendid day.